shadows, uncovering the light. Guess with solid minds, no tales of the strange. In Sasquatch Secrets, they'll begin to rearrange. Truth's the vibe, we're on a quest. Look beyond the trees, what do you see? Factual stories redefining history. No myths, no magic, let's break the mold. With every word spoken, the wonders unfold. Footprints in the snow, not just a myth. Data and research will sift through the pit. Tales of a creature, but science leads the way. Nikki's quest for knowledge, come join and stay.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Sasquatch Secrets. I'm your host, Nikki Colon. Hello, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So glad you could be here. Everybody's bellies are full, I'm sure. I finally got to make Thanksgiving dinner for my kids yesterday. So, yes, we just had leftovers again a couple of hours ago. And that's been great. I hope you all had a very wonderful Thanksgiving with your families and friends. Friendsgiving, that's like the new thing everybody's talking about, right? Having a Friendsgiving. But hey, Enzo, good to see you. Haven't talked to you in a while. Happy Turkey Day. I'm sure a lot of you got to go back to work tomorrow. I finally got 3 days off in a row. So I'm so happy for that. So tomorrow I'm going to do some Christmas decorating and maybe some shopping, because who knows when they're going to give me another day off. But there's Tato in the chat, and Henry May, and there's Bill Trackway. We've got Sandra and Sharon. Stay up, Sharon. Keep your eyes awake. Let me see. Octopus with no friends. You've always got a friend here. And Robert and Duvan. Good to see you. Again, all the usual suspects in the house. Just Steve. I'll see you. Just Steve. And who else we got? I think that's it. Way up at the top, I saw Jerry popped in for a hello, Sasquatch crew. If you're not subscribed to that channel, please go over there. It was the Buckwas crew. Now it's Sasquatch crew. So be sure to go over there. And did I say Jen? I know I thought I saw Jen. Yeah, Jen was up at the top. She'll probably be popping in again, or she's listening. She's always listening. Bat Mom, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, there's Jonathan, Sasquatch Wizard, everybody. And there's Brian Chewy. Oh my gosh, his last video was so nice, so beautiful. On the mountains, the trail they decided to go up, and it was really nice. I loved watching that one. I don't think my knees could handle it at all, though. Well, going up fine, but coming back down always seems harder on knees. Tate's like, oh Lord, Brian's here. Yep, he's here. He's in the chat. Good to see you guys. Angel Nolan, I see ya. I see ya. So good. I hope everything went well for everybody. No burned turkeys. Did anybody fry their turkey to a crisp? I've been seeing TikTok videos of all the mishaps of the fried turkey, you know, and just that boil over and the flames and a lot of disappointed people. So Yeah, no, I don't like fried turkeys at all. I'm one of those people. I just don't like the taste. I like it the old-fashioned way in the oven roasted. Nobody burned down their back porch. We don't know. Maybe somebody did burn down their back porch. Enzo, if you want to come on, I'm going to be talking about fun facts about everything except Bigfoot. Everything except Bigfoot. So if you want to come chit chat with me, you're welcome to. I do have the link out to a couple other people, but I told them it's they get here when they get here type of dealio. But I don't know if you're at your desk or if you are just watching on your phone, which is the new thing, right? Just pick up your phone and watch everybody. Grasshopper, good to see you. So that's what we're going to be doing. Just a little Thanksgiving fun show. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about, but I do have 1,400 facts to knock you sideways. I don't know if it'll knock you sideways, but it was interesting anyway. I found this book of facts, and I thought it would be fun on one of the days that I take off and just have a fun time talking with you all. What it says here is that in 2013, a Harvard mathematician called Samuel Arbesman wrote a book called The Half-Life of Facts, in which he compares facts to uranium atoms, believe it or not, but the lifespan, okay? Because facts are only facts until you prove them not facts. And we deal with that a lot when you're a critical thinker. This is the fact. This is what we have. This is the information we have until something else comes up. That's what we have to work with. So I thought that was kind of interesting in the little introduction to this book. So that's how he's thinking about, these facts that he does. Good to see you. Good to see you too. So we'll just chit chat about them if you guys want to. If you don't, let me know what topic you want me to talk about, and we'll do it that way. Here's our first guest just popped in as I said that as well. Hey, Tate.
Hola. If I can't troll from the comments, I'm going to troll from up here.
I believe you. Are you in your hot tub again?
I have said too much.
Yeah. But cheers. I've got a cold one here tonight. So it should be interesting.
I've had like 3 cold ones, and then I have a 4th waiting. So yeah, they're in for a good night if I'm on here with beers in my hand.
Yeah, but you're probably drinking one of those crazy IPAs.
No, it's just been Guinness.
Oh, ooh, that wouldn't take much. That would not take much.
Oh, for me, I could drink you know what? Let's make a poll in the chat here. I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah, I can.
How many Guinnesses can people drink before they get a hangover? Or get drunk, I should say.
I bet you 1.
Dude, I can drink
1.
I could get a whole 6-pack down and be totally fine.
Really? I think a more appropriate question would be, who likes Guinness? That might be the first poll to put out. Who actually likes? I don't even know if I spelled it right. Who likes Guinness? Yes or no?
Guinness is such a good beer.
I think I spelled it wrong.
It's like GUNN. No,
I spelled it the wrong way, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So, go, just go, do the poll so I can get rid of it.
Sharon's like, don't pee in the hot tub, Tate. Well, Sharon, I got good news for you. I did not do that.
Oh yeah, let's talk about this too, Robert. I was gonna ask. Okay, everybody, right now, put your temperature at wherever you are around the states. Put what the temperature is where you're at right now.
Well, from here I have to log in, so I'm going to say for me about 69 degrees, 70, 71.
Okay, I got mine.
I'm
wearing a jacket.
I'm not
when I tell you what mine is.
No one's saying Guinness or not.
Oh, we'll find out. Right now they're how do I look at it? Okay. Right now we are at 14 votes. 36% say yes, 64 say no.
Wow.
Yeah. 38 now, 33. Danny says it's going to be 28 tomorrow night. Dang. Jonathan up in New York, 21 degrees.
Oh, what
Sandra's at 65. Guess what, Sandra? We're at 65 too. So we're the same. And I'm wearing a jacket. I got cold.
Negative 15 degrees, like negative 15 Celsius. It's pretty cold.
40 degrees in Kansas, Wichita. And let's see. Who else put their temps in there? I said Danny was 38 right now. That's in North Carolina. Yes, Grasshopper. I know you are 98.6. I know.
Are you in Arizona? Yeah. Dang.
Grasshopper? No, he's 98.6 because he's human. He's regular.
Wait, what? You said, are we talking about temperature?
Yeah, I didn't say Arizona.
No, I was like, is he from here, like Texas or
no?
Arizona?
He's in Seattle.
How is it 96 or 90?
You're not paying attention. It's already getting good, folks. 98.6 is the human body temperature.
Oh, I thought you were talking about weather temperature.
I was.
Wait,
Grasshopper made a joke. Grasshopper made a joke.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, you're already. It's already going to be a good show, right?
I haven't even opened my IPA actually, and Guinness is a stout.
Sharon is at 44, and that's in Belgium.
And hey, everybody should guess what the temperature of my can of IPA is.
Oh, he just opened it, so it's probably just out of the fridge. So it's 5.
I'll tell you this: if you were to put this on someone's bare back, they would. This is what Guinness brain the bat. I don't think I think you need more than Guinness to do something what it has done to my brain.
Yes, I did. You did not hear me. I said what the temperature is where you are right now. That's what's good enough.
Yeah, because if you're in Washington, there's no way it's 98 there.
Yeah. No, it's not. Hey, Patty just came in. 58 in Tulare, California. That's pretty cool.
That makes sense, though. That makes sense.
That's good. I think we've got somebody else trying to pop in, but it's just circling around the circle of death. It is thinking.
The other thing I wanted to
on my end,
Nikki, was
oops.
You said
Huh?
you said everything but Bigfoot facts.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
kind of
I did. Oh, okay. He popped
I got
in.
what kind of podcast are you running here?
I know. It's crazy. Okay, well, let's bring on my next guest. It's not Enzo. Hold on. Right after I go to hit him in, and then he's gone.
You're you had everything.
Enzo.
It's like the field goal is good. No, it's not.
Yeah, no, it's not. Fail. He failed. I went to click him in. I didn't hit no buttons. Anyway, it was gonna be Enzo. I haven't had him on in a long time, so we'll see. He'll pop back in, and then I'll just put him in. So hadn't played that intro for him in a long time.
That was funny.
In a long time.
So
But
when you say facts, does that mean like facts for anything?
yeah, facts for anything. I've got a huge book here of facts.
Is that like a card game?
And no, it's just a book of facts that
Well,
it was interesting. I read through a few of them.
I
read through.
Nobody can sneeze with their eyes open.
That is true. That is true. You might blow your eardrums out or something. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. And the poll is ending with... Oops, where'd it go? So we've got 6 out of 20 votes. 60% say no, they do not like Guinness, and 40% say yes.
I'm gonna call those 60% people out and say you guys are not educated in the craft art of drinking beer.
Ooh. Patty says, oops, dang it. See, I pushed the wrong one. I didn't knock him out, though. He left on his own, too. They all abandoned me. I was going to say that Patty says, no beer, martinis for me, wine and champagne. So, champagne gives me the worst headache, Patty. Oh, all those bubbles, they just go right to my head.
You had me at wine and martinis, but you lost me at champagne.
Yeah, champagne. Ugh. It's hard to find. For me, I'm very picky about champagne, and it usually tastes like garbage to me.
There's a reason the word pain is in champagne. At least pain.
Champagne socialist. I'm calling Tate out for having his judgment clouded by too much spirits.
Oh, wait. Who said that? Who called me out? Oh, that's
Den Duven.
Oh, no. Oh, what? I am clear as a cloudless day.
Okay, let's see who can get this. This one's kind of like a trivia question. What country begins with the letter Q?
What country begins with the letter? This is like a trivia more than like
this one. I'm making it into a trivia question. It's not written that way here, but I'm just interested.
Queensland.
If anybody knows what, it's the only country that begins with the letter Q. Yeah, they got it right away. Grasshopper got he didn't spell it right, but it's Qatar.
What the hell? What kind of country?
Kujibo? Kujibo? It was a good try.
Idiot.
Kujibo, Qatar, but it is Qatar, spelled Qatar. So, and there's only one country that ends in a Q as well.
Here's a trivia question. Well, not really trivia, I guess. How do you what is race car spelled backwards?
Race car. Wait,
Dang it, Nikki.
it is, huh?
It was for everybody.
Woohoo! Look, he's got a Christmas. Enzo's got his Christmas
Christmas
Bigfoot.
Squatch.
Yeah, Christmas Squatch. Chris Squatch.
Wait,
Ooh,
where are you
that would be
at?
hard to say. Chris Squatch. How are
Well,
you?
I heard
Enzo?
this was a
It's been
drinking
while.
show, so this is my bar.
This was right
And,
up your alley. Yeah.
Background
got,
is
got some whiskey and ready to go.
Awesome.
back-
Let's see. We're
moving
good to
up-
go.
up.
Yeah, Grasshopper got it again. Iraq.
Iraq. Hey,
Yeah.
I got what are my two favorite countries? Iraq and Iran.
Qatar is spelled Qatar. Is it?
It's pronounced both ways.
Either way, right? I've heard it both ways.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the correct pronunciation from the people there? That's what I'm
They say it
wondering.
both ways.
Well, they say it both ways too. Okay. So there. Palindrome is Taco Cat. What?
What?
My favorite palindrome is Taco Cat. Right. You're right.
Wait, where's that one at? Oh, Taco Cat. Like, okay, I'm like not getting something here.
Taco Cat is just what you just said. Race car
It's the same
backwards. Taco
frontwards and
Cat.
backwards.
Taco Cat.
But I've heard of race car, but I've never heard of Taco Cat. Is that like a brand or something?
Well, look at it.
It's probably more popular in Asian countries, but
I mean, okay, I get that it's like you put the words together and it spells the same thing backwards. Okay, never mind.
But what's a Taco Cat?
Yeah, what is the Taco Cat specifically? That's what I want to know. Like race car is a race car that you drive around. What's a Taco Cat? Is it
It's
like
kind of like the Christmas Squatch. Okay, you can find them on t-shirts all over.
is it like a Taco Bell mixed with like cat hair or something? Like
Oh my god, gross! That is gross.
them
Oh
the
my
Christmas one.
goodness. Okay, let's do another one. Theodore Roosevelt had guinea pigs called Admiral Dewey, Bishop Doane, Dr. Johnson, Father O'Grady, and Fighting Bob Evans, and a small bear called Jonathan Edwards. So first off, the president had guinea pigs for pets. Wasn't there a president that had like a donkey or something in the White House at one time? A
I feel like-
pig or something?
But what's
There were-
funnier to me is that you said Dr. Johnson.
Dr. Johnson, yeah.
You know what
that
I'm
was funny.
Oh, Dr. John. Oh, I got it. Okay.
Johnson.
Yeah, John. Yeah. Oh, geez. I don't know who that is, so I'm not mentioning that.
And so
There are more plastic flamingos in the U.S. than real flamingos.
I believe that.
I've seen yards that were just filled with them, and you know that their neighbors are not happy, probably.
They're like hoping for the next hurricane to blow them all away.
Yeah.
there's more plastic flamingos in yards than real flamingos. That's hilarious.
Australia is wider than the moon. Wow.
Ooh, actually, let's
Really?
Google that.
It's not very
Nikki.
big.
It looks bigger.
But in Australia, they look at it upside down. So
Okay, you gotta. Okay,
Fact check. We need a
check it.
fact checker out there in the chat.
Can we have a
No.
designated fact checker?
Designated fact. Well, that would be
I'll
Jen
handle
would
the
be
fact.
my fact checker, and she's the one who put it up.
The DFC. The DFC. We need a DFC.
Oh, now we're using the anagrams. Okay, let me check the quick. What's a flamingo true color? They're white, aren't they? Flamingos are white, and if they eat the brine
Yeah,
shrimp,
they're white and they turn.
yeah.
Yeah, eating shrimp and crustaceans like that, which is kind of a reddish color, it turns their
Mhm.
feathers kind of pink. And the
That's
moon is 2,159 miles wide. Australia is about 2,500 miles wide. So
mm,
pretty close.
Is bigger. Right.
cool. Well, that's why you
yeah,
find
slightly bigger.
flamingos so beautifully pink at zoos because they get the choice shrimp.
All right. If
They're getting the good stuff.
here's a question
Yeah.
for the if people had to choose a personality for the flamingo, would it be like an emo flamingo, a punk emo, or like a punk
Emo
flamingo?
flamingo.
An emo flamingo.
Oh
Emo
man.
Flamingo.
We're
Sounds
just
like a
gonna-
character from Pee Wee's Playhouse.
right.
Emo flamingo. I like that.
Australia is mooning us. Quick, what is your favorite color? Quick, what? No quickness.
Oh, for me,
Maroon.
green.
Oh, like rose colored. this
Maroon.
color. Yeah.
Like forest green.
That's what Bill Trackway said. Let's see.
It's from Monty Python's Quest for the Holy Grail, where he asks him and he changes his mind and he gets thrown off the bridge.
Oh, see, I missed that one.
That movie, my favorite quote from that is like the biggest dickus thing where they're like coming up. He's like, there's all these crazy names, and one of them is biggest dickus. Biggest dickus.
I'm not good with Monty Python quotes at all.
Well, one of my favorite movies to quote is The Princess Bride.
Oh, now that's a good one.
A lot of good ones in there.
Yeah, a lot of good
It's
ones
only
there.
mostly dead.
I like it when the guy with the list keeps saying, I don't think
Inconceivable.
Yeah, he says inconceivable, but then which is the one who tells him, I don't think you say that the right way.
Oh yeah.
What is that one? Oh shit.
It's Montego Montoya. Yeah.
Inigo Montoya. He's the one who says it, though. He's the one who says the line about, you keep saying that word, but I don't think you know what that word is.
You keep saying that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Yeah.
He didn't.
That's my favorite.
Inconceivable.
Yeah, that's the best part. Oh, on the same lines as the flamingos, there are more statues of lions in the world than there are real lions.
I believe that because Donald Trump's kid.
I heard this weird thing the other day, like in ancient Greece and in places like that. There's giant marble statues everywhere. Back in the day when they did them, they were all painted. It's just they weren't all just white marble like we see today.
Yeah.
Now
we're gonna go off on a tangent of movie lines, best movie lines, because that I love. This was just on today too. My cousin Vinny. And
God!
You say Utes, Utes.
The
two Utes.
Speaking of my cousin Vinny, I'm just gonna go out and say it. That it wasn't just the Karate Kid for me that kind of made me just think like Ralph Macchio was a crybaby bitch, but it was also my cousin Vinny and Outsiders for me. I just can't. Ralph Macchio Young just irritates the crap out of me. Probably because
he's an actor, and those are the parts he got chosen because was a very young looking.
Well,
actor. Even as 27 years old, he was playing 14-year-olds or whatever. Today he's still young.
Maybe for those parts he chose to be that because he's like, I'm just gonna do this because shut up, Ralph Macchio. You had one good movie.
That's a lot of aggro for Ralph Macchio. What did he ever do?
Ralph Macchio. Leave him alone.
Have you seen him in the new? Well, they have I say new. It's like on its 7th and final season, I think, of the Karate Kid TV show. I think it's on Netflix. And he hasn't changed a bit. He looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
He's very typecast.
There's something about that show. I watched like the first 3 or 4 seasons and kind of fell off, but still there's something about that universe where just random karate fights break up and there's no police or anything like that. Nobody carries a weapon.
Nobody's around to tell them to stop. Yeah.
Keep
crazy.
It
but the reason why it got so popular is because it maintained its characters. The real people who played them originally came back to play them.
You got to see what happened to Bad Boy Johnny and all that.
And that's what was awesome, that you saw them age, the real people. So I thought that was the best thing about
I'm
that.
just glad they didn't bring Hilary Swank in from that 4th Karate Kid movie with Mr. Miyagi. What's his name? The actor's name.
Al from Happy Days.
Pat Miata.
Pat Machida.
Marita?
Pat Marita.
Something
like that. Something Pat.
Yeah.
Pat Machida.
We gotta stop. We're butchering his name already. Sharon's got a good one. Drop Dead Fred. That was a. Oh, no, I can't think of.
What's that dude's name? Not Yahoo Serious. He was a different guy.
I can't think of.
But yeah, just that's an interesting thing. Just your imaginary friend as a kid is real.
Yeah.
That you find out later in life. Yeah.
Oh God,
that's for sure.
That sounds like a horror movie.
It can be. Well, actually, they did do that. The Winnie the Pooh. Funny or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You think I'm funny? Yeah. You think I'm here to be funny?
No, shh. Be quiet. Dear Lord, no, I can't take it anymore. Cobra Kai. Yeah, that's I knew the name of it, but.
Oh my God, you did not.
Oh boy.
I have on good authority that he did go to Diddy's party.
Did or did not?
Did.
No,
I would imagine that if it's popular and stuff like that, I imagine a lot of people did. That doesn't necessarily mean they got up to shenanigans.
Well, here's how I know he was at Diddy's parties, because I was there.
You were there? Were you serving the food?
I was serving the lotion.
Oh my God.
Just had one of those big chemical sprayer backpacks. Just
dang. That's gross.
I'm just kidding.
What you talking about,
lotion
Willis?
Concierge. Yeah.
I love one of my favorite things, some of my favorite comedians do the whole shock and awe thing. And I think one of those comedians that like to do shock and awe is Andy Kaufman. Classic old comedian. He wasn't a joke teller, but he was more of a physical comedian.
Yeah.
So I like combining the physicality with the shock and awe type of humor, or even dark humor for that matter. It's some of my favorite comedians are dark humor comedians.
Right.
Speaking of dark humor comedian, Bill Hicks, man, that dude was dark as it gets. And then a new comedian, Anthony Jeselnik, dude, he's hilarious.
What was that?
Scared me. My kiddo came in and scared me. Let me see. Young Frankenstein. We've got people talking about.
I saw
Blues Brothers is always a classic. God, they destroyed so many cars in that movie.
Yeah, they did. I have to hold my place here. Okay, she wants a poll for this one. So let's do the poll.
Oh boy, here we go.
We are going to do the poll question.
A poll. Die Hard be considered a Christmas movie. Oh.
We'll hold our answers until she gets done putting the poll out.
Oh, I want to answer this so bad before she does.
Okay.
All right, I'll let you guys answer before me because I.
Okay, there she blows. Should Die Hard be considered a Christmas movie? Go. We'll see. I think
I
everybody
think it
should agree.
should be because it has a major part to do with the entire movie. That's the
Yeah.
reason he's in California. There's Christmas presents everywhere. They're playing the music. There's that's how he near the climax of the film where he tapes the gun to his back with Christmas season's greetings tape and stuff like that. That's the only reason that would have been there. If it wasn't Christmas, that wouldn't have been there.
Right.
I believe it is. Certainly it's no 30 Miracle on 34th Street. Don't get me wrong. But it does have a lot to do with Christmas.
I'm gonna have to say no. Anecdotally, it has something to do with Christmas, but to call it a Christmas movie, I like that we can all have different opinions and still get along as people and human beings. So I'm gonna say no.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Frost is more of a Christmas, like Balto was more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard. And Balto.
Oh, sorry, just Steve. Look at the title. I put it right in the title that we were going to talk about fun facts, everything fun facts except for Bigfoot today.
Like
this is as close as you're going to get.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, I don't have anything Bigfoot today for you, unless you bring up a topic and I'll give my opinion. But what else? We got It's a Wonderful Life. All angels get their wings.
Die Hard is a Christmas thing. I mean, there is a Die Hard Advent calendar with when the guy falls off the building. The further you go, that's how you pick it out and counting down the days.
Oh snap!
Oh, we are okay. In 2 minutes in, we have 14 votes. 64% say yes, 36 say no.
Again, what's with the 64 people saying?
Half the people aren't voting; they're just sit there listening. So,
you guys are slacking.
That's good enough. I'm ending it because we just needed a quickie little poll there to see what the consensus was.
I got a question. Here's a new poll. Have you guys ever heard of that movie Trapped in Paradise? It has Dana Carvey, John Lovitz, and Nicolas Cage.
No.
They end up robbing a bank, and it was during Christmas, and there was a blizzard, and they get stuck in the town that they rob a bank in, and they return the money.
Nope.
Oh my! Nobody knows that movie.
I'm not familiar with it.
I don't think anybody's heard of it.
Oh my! You guys! All right, someone's gotta watch that movie.
It's
Everybody,
okay.
That's your guys' homework. You guys gotta watch Trapped in Paradise.
Trapped in Paradise.
It's
remind me.
Dana Harvey, Nick Cage.
I don't think I subscribe to Hallmark Plus Pro Advanced channel, whatever that would be on.
It's actually a really funny, good movie. Like it's like it's in my top 10 movies of like movies to watch. It's up there. Like it's honestly like just as far as like the idea of it and everything, I like the concept and it makes a lot of sense. It's such a good movie. For me, it's up there with like Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, and that movie is like really good. I mean, one could argue
definitely Batmom. Weekend at Bernie's, classic.
Yeah, isn't that who's in that movie? Weekend at Bernie's.
Not Ralph Macchio. So you can watch it.
Not Ralph Macchio.
Does everybody have like a
Um,
seasonal kind of movie? Like I 4th of July, I have to watch Jaws. I have to watch Jaws on the 4th of July
Oh,
yeah,
until it gets dark and
it
then I can
does
go
come
outside.
out a lot, but it has Terry Kaiser as Bernie, Jonathan Silverman, and Andrew McCarthy
okay.
in it.
Drew McCarthy, yeah.
So Jaws, you
Yeah.
know what? Jaws is a very good like 4th of July movie to watch. Like, yeah, that movie.
Yeah,
I was
because people are in the water.
I was watching an interview with like not Stanley Kubrick, he said Quentin Tarantino, and he was like describing perfect movies. And he's like, Back to the Future is a perfect movie, but Jaws is a perfect movie. And I'm like, I'm kind of like wondering what his criteria is for perfect movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, perfect movies have to be.
Criteria for perfect movies.
That has to be
That's
very
pretty subjective.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, what are your
But
thoughts?
to me, I feel I agree with what he said. Back to the Future is one of my favorite all time. That's my top 5 for sure. Movies, Stranded on the Desert Island with only a couple of movies. Back to the Future is one of them. Jaws, I do feel is a pretty strong movie. Which, of course, originally they had the robotic shark, and it was supposed to be in the movie, but it kept breaking down. So they're like, we'll just pretend that it's off camera, or we'll put shadows in the water, all this stuff. So
Yeah.
it'll save money, and we'll try and fix the shark for the next scene, which didn't work, and all that.
Yeah.
But it did work in the movies because your suspense is built up. You didn't. I mean, I've seen the movie a million times. I saw it in the theater as a little kid in its original run, and that part where they find the lone boat out there by its own, it's got holes in the bottom. That guy's head rolls into view. I still jump and scream when I see that part of the movie, and I'm 57.
That
was the scariest part.
Well, because obviously I think you've probably seen the behind the scenes for that movie, and the fact that I think they were saying one of the contributor factors that made the movie so great was the fact that the shark didn't work because they were filming in the ocean, and so
yes,
that's what made not Stanley Kubrick. That's what made Alfred Hitchcock such a master filmmaker in horror, is the fact that your mind filled in the blanks versus what you were seeing on camera.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're letting the audience's imagination fill in those gaps. Yep. And your imagination is way better than anything they could ever put on the screen. That's why books are always better than a movie version of the same thing, is because you have it in your head what all these characters look like and how they're dressed and how they act and all that, which is way better. That's what
made like every Alfred Hitchcock movie so great, because it was left to the imagination on a lot of spaces, and Jaws is no different than that by any means or any stretch of the imagination. And that's what I meant by like Hollywood. They have like this general thing where they like do everything for you. You don't have to imagine it, because with CGI, you don't have those mishaps that you did like in the early 80s or late 80s or whatever when they were filming Jaws with technical difficulties. It just don't hit as hard as they did predating, digital technology.
Yeah.
In my
I think we're starting to see them, because a lot of the movies that have come out in the last several years especially are just bland, lifeless stuff that they've thrown up on the screen.
Agreed.
And CGI has a lot to do with it, because it's cheaper and easier to just slap something together, and they can change it in post, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of them have started to kind of come back around to practical effects, which are way more effective and look way better on the screen.
Well, so example of that. No, I 100% agree with you, because like Star Wars has been doing it. The Jurassic franchise has been doing it. Marvel has been doing it forever. Like, I mean,
Avengers, that was a fall there with Marvel.
They just kind of just losing their edge with everything, because they're just wanting to put out quantity and not quality. And so I went back to like the roots of like practical effects. I just saw it recently, and it was like, holy crap, this was good. It was Alien Romulus.
Yeah. Me too, Henry. I went to the drive-in theater to see it for the first time. Yeah,
And
and it was
I might have
scary.
been a few years older than that, but not by much. And for the longest time, I wouldn't even like go in a swimming pool because shark's
Well, do
gonna
you
get me.
remember?
It's
You
gonna
know the
swim up through that
scene,
grate at the bottom. Yeah.
the opening scene where the girl's in the water and gets strung
Mhm.
around.
Yep.
She got interviewed later, and her interview about that scene is just horrifying because she almost drowned because they were just down there tugging on her,
Dragging her around.
and
Yeah.
she was like, "What? I'm really drowning?" You know?
It was. I think because what you don't see in the film, I watched it behind the scenes of the. Maybe Enzo, you could tell me if that's right or not from what I'm remembering. If you watched it, but behind the scenes, they had like a crew on the beach that had a rope wrapped around her, and then they had like a crew on like a little barge in the water with the rope wrapped around her, and they were doing like a tug of war between this actress, and actually the actress was she was a trainer at SeaWorld at the time when they were filming that movie, so she had experience being in the water and stuff, and so I think that's why Steven Spielberg chose her to do that specific scene and stuff
Uh-huh.
like that.
She could hold her breath.
Yeah, so she
Well,
could do it.
she also looked good naked, was another part of it. But that was, but yeah, you're correct. That's pretty much how it worked. We're just super simple. Couple, dudes over here yanking on a rope, people over there yanking on a rope. Where you get that surprise look on the thing where she is kind of almost drowning.
Yeah,
I'm sure they had safety divers and stuff like that all over the place. But
I think
you get that out of your actors when they're actually in a thing of water. If they made that today, it would all be CGI and they'd be like in a kind of a bathtub thing and their hair wouldn't even get wet.
Well, I mean, if you want to like poke CGI at shark movies compared to Jaws, I mean, you know what? I even say this today. The new Star Wars movies irritate me
The
because
Meg.
it's a rehash of even the original 6. Same thing with the Jurassic Park franchise. The Jurassic Worlds are the rehash originals. And what I don't like is they take out the life and death situation of the films. Because like the original Jurassic Park was like, man, life or death. But in the new Jurassic World movies, you have like Chris Pratt choking out a Dilophosaurus, which is what killed Dennis Nedry in the first movie. And like, I don't like that. Don't make it. No, that's like
Jen,
friendly teddy
it was
bear.
his lawyer. His lawyer was named Bruce.
Yeah, Shark.
Bruce Shark. Yeah.
I don't know Bruce what, but Bruce, his name is.
So, yes, Spielberg's lawyer was his name was Bruce, and for the shark on set, they named it Bruce. Out of Steven Spielberg.
He was a shark. All lawyers were sharks.
Well, that's actually that. I wonder if that was like a slight for lawyers then.
Oh yeah, Henry said it in there. Thank you.
But I love.
Lost your audio, Tate. What'd you say?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
I was just saying I love talking about behind the scenes for movies and stuff.
That's kind of a lost art modern day of the last dozen or so years. It's not like you can buy a DVD with all those behind the scenes and director's cuts and interviews with people and all that stuff. You can't find it because it's all streaming. They've angled everything towards streaming, and that kind of stuff takes up valuable real estate on your servers. So you're getting just the movie and that's it.
Well, it's like people don't realize how, like, what actually goes into a movie like that, or like logistics, or like inspiration. And that's why I love watching documentaries, because that gives me inspiration as like a filmmaker and stuff. I'm like, man, look at all these people, like, and all of these people know movies way better than I do, and it makes me want to like learn about things and learn about the art of like capturing people's attention, like the way, like example, like we were talking about, the reason Jaws was more successful than the shark didn't work, and people had to fill in their imaginations. It drew people in. So that part of filmmaking is very appealing to me. Like what captures people's attention, more than just a pretty scenic
there's
scene.
so for some reason that has kind of been lost in modern day Hollywood. They've kind of no, we can make anything with CGI, and now with AI coming up, especially the next like couple of years. It's still in its infancy, but you'll get just people like us, just randos on the internet, where we can slap something together that looks really good
even
using just AI.
Now, yeah, like and that's my thing. Like, because I grew up around music as well, and like you learn. You think of like a famous celebrity who's a singer or an actor, and they like. I'm gonna be brutally honest here. Sometimes they're ass ugly and they have no talent, and they made it through the cracks of Hollywood to be famous and rich. When there's people that has more talent in their toenail on their right foot as an actor or musician, and yet an idiot gets the part. You know what I'm saying? There's so much more talent.
It's the old. It's not who you know. It's not what you know. It's who you know.
It's who. Yeah.
What?
The high-speed chase scene
The
in
police
Close Encounters of
chase?
the Third Kind was based on actual chase. Okay, yeah, you're right, and that is actually true.
What's the comment here? I want to see it.
The police chase scene in Close Encounters of the Third Kind was based on an actual chase in which state? There's been a number of those over the years. There was a big one in Ohio that was pretty popular. There was actually another one in New Mexico where he actually runs into the downed craft, and he actually witnessed people walking around on the outside, and then it zips away, that kind of thing. Yeah, and also while you're at it, everybody keep your eyes on the skies, because there's like UFO reports all over the world right now, like a lot over the last several days or something.
I won't see any UFOs down here where I'm at in Florida because there's too much clouds, so count me out.
Yeah, there was a big one in there's been several over the last week, which a lot of people have been attributing to drones in Chase Down Route 44 in Ohio. There you go. And that one was cool because they have all the radio traffic where they're radioing to counties and districts ahead, where they're like, hey, I'm chasing this thing and it's just moving away from it's coming into your area. So then they'd switch to all the radio traffic first, like, we just got a call from the neighboring county that they're seeing a UFO, and they'll play like the X-Files music and stuff like that, and then they see it, and it's like, oh wait, no, this is a thing. This is actually a thing in the sky. I have no idea what it is.
Well, that one that they just been showing with the big bright light, and then the three that are triangulating
in
around
Phoenix,
it,
or in Arizona, yeah.
Was it in Phoenix? Wait,
there's where the wife is filming it, and the mom and the husband is like losing his shit off to the side. If you hear the audio to it, that one's it's like one of the suburbs of Phoenix, I think. I forget the actual name of the town. So that was down there in Arizona.
There's always stuff going on.
It's funny he was talking about the police chase, like what police chase was it based off of? So here's something that I learned kind of recently. So I don't know if anybody in the chat has ever seen the movie Hateful Eight by Quentin Tarantino. But one of the main actresses, I think one of the main actresses in the movie Hateful Eight, her father in real life was a Hollywood actor, and if you look up who her father was, there's actually a behind the scenes of the movie Twilight Zone movie where there's a scene where this helicopter was supposed to crash down, and the guy was carrying two kids, and the guy that was carrying the two kids that actually ended up dying in real life.
Vic Morrow. You're talking about Vic Morrow.
Yep, that's his daughter.
Is
Jennifer Jason Leigh is his daughter.
Yeah, she was. I didn't know that. But also with the Hateful Eight history, there was a scene where she was playing this Martin guitar that was actually on loan from Martin Guitar, like the company, and it was like a historic guitar, like worth a lot of money. And so when they were filming the scene where Kurt Russell takes the guitar from her and smashes it against the pillar, he didn't smash the prop guitar. He smashed the actual Martin guitar from Martin.
Gosh.
And so see her reaction on camera, that's her genuine reaction, and they kept it in the film.
Oh, wow. Now I'll have to go take a look at that. I think that had Samuel Jackson, right? It had Samuel Jackson and what's that other bad guy that I like?
Channing Tatum was in it. The guy from Reservoir Dogs. Oh, what's his name? He had a really deep, gravelly voice. Bruce Dern was in it. God, who else was in it? Oh, the little British actor. He was in Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, Tim something, but I don't know.
Tim. Oh God, what's his name?
Tim.
Nope, I'm thinking of a different Tim.
I don't know. Let me see.
No.
See if I can.
You mentioned while she's looking that up, I'll connect in some of our other conversations. Is Kurt Russell was famously part of the lore for the famous Phoenix Lights UFO sighting. Kurt Russell's he's a big aviation nut. He has his own private plane. He flies around. I've actually seen him here at Wichita with Harrison Ford at a restaurant, as odd as that was to see. But they're getting some work done on their plane. Anyways, he was flying in the greater Phoenix area and was reporting into the airport control tower that he sees these lights. They're at this altitude. They're moving this direction, all that stuff. So he's ingrained in that little bit of UFO lore, as odd as that is.
It's crazy how many like celebrities are coming into like the UFO or Bigfoot phenomenon, you know? And just what you just said with Kurt Russell kind of coming into the UFO phenomenon. That's nuts, you know? With Tim Roth was the guy.
Yeah, I like him.
But it's crazy because, like, you know, I lived in California for 4 years, and through those times, I've actually made connections through Bigfoot, and some of the connections were with the actor Rainn Wilson, who plays Dwight Schrute on The Office.
Uh-huh.
I know his wife's a friend of mine, and he knows me. I guarantee if he saw me, he'd know me. But they're into the whole Bigfoot thing. I actually gave him a replica of a track that not Albert Ostman. That's a completely different story. Al Hodgson cast Bluff Creek one year. I gave him a copy of that. And then through Bigfoot, Rob Lowe, his oldest son, who's about a year younger than me, him and I went looking for Sasquatch outside of Santa Barbara one time, and then outside of Fraser Park, California. So on 2 different occasions. So it's just like all these people are coming into the whole Bigfoot thing with validity, or that have like notoriety, I should say.
Right.
But they're advocating that these things could be real. And I think that in a way that helps the scientific community say, oh, these people with really great notoriety are coming in saying this and that. So why should we not be afraid to do the same? Hopefully because of that, right. Bigfoot related topic here for everybody who wants to hear that. Hopefully that will lead the subject somewhere.
We'll see. I don't know. It still doesn't seem to be getting a ton of traction, you know. No. But
the subject of Bigfoot is like a Jeep stuck in the mud. You keep trying to get out of this rut, but you're just still stuck.
Yeah, UFOs and ghost stuff is in the same boat. It's hard to get a lot of it. And as far as celebrity endorsements, the Hollywood celebrity we think of way back when just doesn't have the draw that it used to be. Mostly, I feel, because of social media versus 20 years ago or more. It was very exciting to hear about a very specific, big Hollywood star on like the Tonight Show or something like that, with Johnny Carson or even Jay Leno back in those days, where because you didn't see or hear from these people very often unless they popped in on like the Tonight Show or some other talk show. Now with social media, we know exactly everything that they do and what they want, and a lot of them are not that impressive. They're regular people, which they always were, but we had this mystique back, before social media, where it kind of elevated them to this mysterious, they're probably living this extravagant lifestyle and doing all these things, which they are.
Well,
they're bragging about it nowadays on social media more than what you would think back in the day.
I want to go along with that kind of point, and I just want to point out that what irritates me sometimes is people will hear an actor, or no matter what topic they're in, because the person is famous and has notoriety and followers, a fan of that person will follow that person blindly despite the facts, whether it's true or not. So a celebrity is the best endorsement for any subject, no matter what it is, and people will believe it. Whether they're crazy or not, people will believe it. They'll follow that tooth and nail. So I don't want to get into specifics anymore beyond that. That's a whole nother conversation, but you get what I'm saying.
Right.
Sure.
Well, according to B105 online says, which is a country.com, B105country.com, says Dan Aykroyd believes and says that on the Joe Rogan podcast, how he believes in Bigfoot, alien ghosts, and UFOs.
That's something, yeah, I've heard that from a friend of mine who was gonna potentially interview him about Bigfoot, but for some reason it didn't work out.
Dan Aykroyd's parents were actually very heavy into the topic. They were actual true blue paranormal investigators for a lot of haunted house type cases and things like that. That most of the spiritual kind of ghost type stuff that you heard them talk about in the original Ghostbusters movie was straight from his life growing up as a kid, as he heard all of that stuff all the time from his parents.
Well, another, he's not quite as famous, but I can give you two examples. One of the examples is Eduardo Sanchez, who made the movie Blair Witch Project, which kind of set the foundation for found footage films, today. Right. And he said it was because of his love for Bigfoot that actually made him want to make the Blair Witch Project. And then he ended up making his Bigfoot movie, exists. So it's like these people are coming into the world of Bigfoot, celebrities, and talking about it. Another example is Tom Green. I think he had a TV show at the time, but another movie he was in was Charlie's Angels with Drew Barrymore and oh god, what's her name? I'm forgetting now. But he had a podcast for Bigfoot and all that and stuff. So
but
coming in.
Tom Green got all involved with Stacey Brown, and then his credibility went to.
Wait, never mind. I was gonna say I'll talk off air later or something. But
okay.
Never
mind. Dean Cain believes in Bigfoot. Really? Well, he hosted the $1 million Bigfoot bounty on Spike TV years ago. Megan Fox believes in Bigfoot. President Roosevelt believed what?
I have a good little thing about Megan Fox that I heard from a friend of mine.
Okay, what?
I don't know if anybody here has seen the TV show Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
If you're able to pull up a picture of Jesus Pion, do you know who that is, Nikki?
Yes, I do.
So he was telling me a story of how he was doing something with somebody, and supposedly Megan Fox was supposed to be out there with him, but it fell through.
Have you seen his stuff?
I have, yeah.
And your thoughts?
No comment.
It's crap. I think it's crap. I'm going to say that now. But I actually should probably be careful because if I run into him out there, I don't want to be my last time out
Well,
there.
when you say that, it's just not because I'm not that familiar with his body of work. I've seen a couple of interviews with him about paranormal topics.
Yeah.
In your view, is it just it's not very conclusive evidence that he's basing it on, or he's being led
the
down
majority of it, it's
cover?
all pareidolia. He does have this one video of a supposed Bigfoot looking down into his tent. And I guess he just got a side view. So then he, what do you call it when you do the other side?
You like flip it or mirror it?
He mirrored the other side, and it looks like the Hulk looking down into his tent.
Yeah, I don't want to comment on his stuff. Regardless of what it is, I'm not going to say publicly. You know, I view him as a friend, and so.
Oh well, yeah, no. If he's your friend, I mean that he's your friend. He's not my friend. I don't know him. I don't have any ties to him. He does go into the same area I go into, and he sees stuff every time he goes out.
Whether or not he did or not, I can't say to that. You know, I like Cliff's approach, or no, it wasn't Cliff. It was it Cliff or Stroud I was talking to about. Regardless, no, it was Steven Struford, actually, I was hearing on the podcast. And he was saying, like, you know, he's skeptical even of his close friends that bring him stuff, you know?
Right.
And, like, I got to be the same way. Until I have proof, I just don't like saying publicly.
Right. Well, I'm just calling a spade, you know? If I think it's pareidolia, I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't take the photos. I didn't take the videos. But I do have my opinion on that stuff, and I'm not afraid to, you know, tell you, no, I think you got a lot of pareidolia there. You know, why would you not go over to that picture? Why would you not get a different angle? Where's the rest of the video? There are all these little things, you know, there's a lot to videotaping and getting quality footage. It's not just showing a picture, a snapshot of something dark in the forest. It's investigating it too. And that's where, you know, I think I call a lot of bullshit out, is that if you don't do the investigation to follow up that, then it's not really, you know, it's not really worth looking at it, really. You can see this stuff for yourself, folks. He's got a YouTube channel. It's called Breaking Bigfoot. Okay. And you can go to his channel and take a look at the big head. He has it right. As soon as you open or actually you go to YouTube and put Breaking Bigfoot, it pops up because that's his most, what he likes to show. So, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah,
I did just find it, but it wants to run an ad. Hold on.
He's like freaking hilarious, honestly. Like, I've had conversations with him.
And MVTV just picked him up too.
What?
MVTV has him on there.
Oh,
snap. One of their, yeah. So,
I'm not familiar with that one.
Like, you know, and say, like, for my YouTube series, you know, the Sasquatch and Search for Sabe, I have a lot of areas I want to get to, and one of them I'm gonna like have Jesus take me out to his spots in New Mexico where he goes, and I want to film with him and see like what's going on down there and stuff, you know. And so,
okay, let's see if I can share this now.
There's certain people I want to call out, but I don't really want a backlash of people coming at me and be like, "Why did you do this or that?" and stuff. So,
why is that not working? Oh,
maybe
that's why.
Maybe I should just throw some balls.
Oh,
Tristan's in the house. What's up, Tristan?
Well, I have been trying to find his area, and I've been going to different areas around his area because I don't know exactly what area. Are you guys seeing this?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. So then let me go back over here. I'm going to make it. Okay. Right there.
Huh. Oh, this is the one he mirrored?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks like a mirror picture, but
It does.
Yeah.
But so what's the story here? That he was in the tent, he heard something rustling around outside, flipped on the video camera, and saw this peeking in the window, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm. And he also got handprint out of it too. Let me see. Let me put it. I wonder if I can run it. Okay, so I think this was the original. I'm not sure. What's going on? Okay. And then these are all his photos coming up here, which just look like dark spots to me.
There he is.
Yeah.
Up in the trees.
Yeah. See those two Bigfoot up in the tree? See how big those branches are?
That means it's got to be little. Yeah.
Bigfoots.
How big are these
The
things?
Bigfoots are this big. So ridiculous.
The thing is there are certainly, for whether it's ghosts or UFOs or cryptids, there is certainly weird stuff that goes on out there that people try and capture. And a lot of it is fairly unexplainable by a lot of people. And looking at a literal snapshot in time with joined with whatever their story is, sometimes it doesn't necessarily fit, which then you're left with, okay, they're making this up and they're trying to tell us that shadows, tricks of light and shadow are creatures up in the trees and things like that. Or they saw something genuinely weird. And this is the best. This is what they had on them, is to throw it up their cell phone. It's like, this is what I got. This is the evidence I've captured. And then you're stuck with that position of throwing it out there publicly like this. Of is it real? Is this person just faking this so they get more views on their channel and more clicks and blah blah blah? Right. I don't feel like for this person as a Hollywood actor would necessarily get more work by putting this kind of stuff out there. I don't think that would go over that well over in Hollywood, kind of a thing. But as much as any other public life, trying to get a job that's not, Bigfoot research related or whatever, people are going to, think you're bananas. So it's tough to make that call, because I deal with it, because I deal mostly with a lot of like the UFO stuff. You see something weird in the sky, I can certainly sit back and say, sure, that's a satellite, that's an airplane, that's a bird, all of these things. But it's still their experience. I never, unless I know that they're trying to fool me, it's obviously a fake, I'll let them have their story. Because I wasn't there, they were. It's one of those, you can't really take someone's personal account necessarily away from, because it's, you literally have just literally seconds of whatever anomalous thing it is you're seeing to grab your phone and have the cognizant to flip it on and try and capture whatever it is. So, is he seeing things in the trees? Is he seeing, dark shadowy things running around? Which, even if you had proper gear that was designed for it, would still be tough to try and capture on video. So, is he full of crap or is he whatever? It's just,
Oh, she's just saying, where's just Steve now? We're talking about Bigfoot now.
That's right.
But yeah, and I understand that, but at the same time, you have to use common sense, and some of the photos do not make sense. Okay. He's talking about Bigfoot's being, 6, 7, 8 feet tall, but there's no way those
They'd
things
be
in the
sitting on a little
tree
thin.
was
Yeah, that.
7 or 8
Yeah.
feet tall. That's, you look at the surrounding picture and you see grass blades and leaves, and you compare that to the actual thing
Right.
he's calling a huge Bigfoot, and you're talking about a little knot in a tree that big. I'm talking about common sense. I'm not
Well,
talking
and
about
I agree,
anything ridiculous.
but
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily, because I've talked to a lot of people that seen some very strange things. I never once am going to say, point them in the face. It's like, yeah, you're a
Yeah.
liar, because I wasn't there. They were,
Yeah.
and most of the people that I talk to personally, they're not trying to get famous. They just saw something weird and they want answers. Is basically what it is. They don't want to. They want somebody else to look at it and say, am I super crazy, or is
Right.
this something else that I'm not familiar with, whatever it is that it might be. Because I've certainly got into arguments before. It's like, I'm 99% sure that's
Right.
Starlink or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
I
And
want to
they get
know,
mad.
why can we go out in the woods and take perfect photos of deer and elk and bear and all these other squirrels in the tree, and we know it's a squirrel in the tree, and and we can't catch one of Bigfoot? And by now we should really be getting that stuff, and we're not. So it's interesting.
Yeah, there of course, there is the argument. It's like, okay, what about the dumb ones that run out across the street, get hit by the truck, and we find the body on the side of the
Right.
road, or a lot of people, fall back on that. Well, everyone's carrying a cell phone. You should be able to. Well, that doesn't necessarily work. How long can it take you to pull out your cell phone, pull up the camera app, point it at whatever it is? And let's be honest, these things are designed for selfies and cat videos.
Yeah.
They're not designed like for my line of things.
Right.
Trying to a pinpoint of light in the sky that's doing weird stuff. This is not designed for that.
Right.
And so,
but
it's what everybody
but
has.
then you have people like Trackway, who's always filming. Always. The minute he's out there, he's got something on his head or
and honestly,
on his hand,
that's the route to go. That's the way to do it.
That's what you do, is you always have something rolling and hope for the best that way.
Yeah, if you know you're going into an anomalous area, you've got to be recording everything.
There's actually a way on your phone you can make it so that when you double tap the side, your camera will automatically come on. And when I'm out, I do that. Here in town, when I double tap mine, my time clock punches up so I can clock in at work. But when I go out, I change the toggle, because you can change it to whatever you want. And that's the first function on the side, that I do.
Yeah, I guess where I'm going, I'm not trying to make excuses like for this guy, from Baking Brad. It's just that I've run into many people that they firmly believe in what they saw, regardless of what.
Oh no, I have no doubt he probably does believe in everything he has, and
you can certainly poke some holes and all that, but then it really kind of depends on the personality on when you're face to face with somebody.
Right. I'm sure he's a great guy. I hear he's a great guy to talk to and be friends with and stuff, but I'm just a more critical thinker, and I want more than that. That's why I don't show stuff like that, because I don't believe I have had anything to show you. That's why Brent doesn't have anything to show you. It's because he can give you hours and hours of videos of him out there walking the trails and going deep into the wilderness, but he's not going to show you, wow, look at this photo. You know, it could be a head with
Right.
the eyes and the nose. And if he doesn't know that thing's Bigfoot, then he isn't going to show it.
And
Because
actually,
it's just to keep for
that
himself.
is a little bit of its own evidence itself, is that I've got, 36 hours
Right.
of me just walking around and not seeing crap.
Yeah.
But I've got about 15 seconds of something moving through the woods that's certainly man or larger sized from my perspective. And of course, it's going to be the shadowy stuff. It's like, because it's just life isn't a movie set. It's not perfectly lit. It's not you're never ready to catch something anomalous. It's just you just hope that your cameras you have rolling. But having stuff rolling all the time, that's certainly the way to go.
I want to have the idea in my head that one of these videos I've seen is real. One of them is real, whether it be the PNG or the Freeman or those innocuous ones, the ones that we don't even know the name of where it came from, or that one of those is real. The
PNG is 100% real.
Fake. You mean
Real.
fake? You mean fake?
I mean real.
Real fake. Real.
I don't care. I don't care either way if it's real or fake. It's still a fun topic to talk about. It doesn't have any bearings on me not liking or liking Bigfoot or wanting to talk about the subject.
I heard
to death.
PG film over my sneezing here.
Sneezing.
Yeah.
That and to be honest, the ghost side and the UFO side, it's the same way. And you suffer the same problem that all those fields as well face with AI. I'll circle back to that. You can make anything look like anything now. That's part of the reason why I'm trying to develop my van project thing, where I'm going to go out and investigate stuff myself. I'm going to make my own content. I'm not going to sit around and wait for somebody else to throw up a video somewhere. I'm going to go find it myself and try and put as much science behind it as possible. But I still only expect to catch little bits.
What the heck,
wow.
Patty? Oh my goodness.
Whoa! Whoa!
Patty, that is amazing. Wait, now I have to get back over here. Oh my God. I can't. But everything's like a delay. I don't know why.
I thought it was me. It's gotta be StreamYard.
Something's weird. Yeah. I thought it was just my internet, but I think it's StreamYard.
I've heard a lot of complaints from streamers that I follow about that. So yes.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Thank
you so much. It is greatly appreciated, especially for me right now. So thank you. I do appreciate it. And when you get a time, send me your address because I have something for you. Okay. Send me your address through my, you can find me on Messenger, or you can also send it to my email. Okay. At harrymanhoaxes@gmail.com. I got a little something for you. So thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Todd Gatewood is relevant. It's because of AI. Just saying.
Oops. Come on.
Yeah, AI is really a problem. That's just a whole other layer now of trying to figure it out and trying to figure out how whatever AI they use to make it, if they even did at all, it's a real pain in the ass trying to figure that stuff out. And it gets so much better exponentially, like almost week by week, it seems. Where people can take a still picture of somebody sitting around a table and they're jumping around and they're doing all kinds of stuff. It's like, wait a minute, how the heck did they do this?
Yeah. Yeah. There's some amazing apps right now that are out there that can do all kinds of stuff. And Huh. I don't know why that did that over there. So crazy. So Kaiju says Tate P&G film is fake now because of Gatewood. now that Gatewood's gotten a hold of it.
Listen here, Tristan. Todd Gatewood interfering with the PG film does not make it fake. What makes it fake is Todd Gatewood making his AI version of the PG film. That's fake. Todd Gatewood does not. We've discovered this at length, Nikki, with Brent.
I know.
Todd Gatewood doesn't. I agree with Brent. Todd Gatewood probably doesn't know what he did to get what he got in that the AI edit.
Whoa,
Look at that.
Jay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really
Happy
do.
holidays.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. I promise I will have some more spilling the tea members only chats now that I got my schedule kind of is settled and I'm not as exhausted as I was this last 3 weeks. I will definitely get with you guys and we'll chit chat about what's going on. So Merry Thanksgiving. Yes. Thank you, Jay.
Woo!
Thank you. Big hearts to you, dear.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
So generous.
Yes, absolutely. Anyway, okay. What else were we talking about? Kind of got all
Get back to our list.
We got back onto the Bigfoot subject, of course, because that's
we certainly did. You knew it was going to happen.
It does happen. It does happen. There's been all kinds of pictures going on out there, old ones and a couple of new ones, but some of them are definitely, in my opinion, CGI'd or AI. You know, it could be either, but we'll never really know unless somebody comes forward, you know, with that information. So all we can do is the same stuff. That got my head out of the comic book. Danny got wooded. Kaiju says the new term is gatwooded. We got gatewooded. Oh, okay. Gatewooded. We got gatewooded. Yeah. Yeah, I would like to really think that the PG film is real. I do. I don't know. There's just too many things I don't like about it, but Trackway, having been all over the US this year, I'd say the most compelling thing I've seen was at OBC's this year so far. I haven't gotten through everything I've collected yet. Are you saying you have something on video? Or just something you saw on your own? Kind of like that's where I'm at now, Grasshopper, but that's only because you and I have been doing this for a really long time. You've been doing this for a really, really long time. I've only been doing this since 2015, I guess. Really.
What was OBC? What does that mean?
The Ohio Bigfoot Conference.
Ohio. Okay.
No PG film long debunked. Yes, people say it has been debunked, but some people say that those people were not credible. that Bob Hieronymus lied. He mixed up his facts several times when he was retelling the story. One time he said it was made out of horsehair. The next time he said it was a synthetic. Then all that stuff came down the line later. So Kaiju says the tree octopus is more relevant.
The tree octopus.
We are going to make that tree octopus some serious business, let me tell you.
Is that the invisible one? The one that people report?
Yeah. Go to TikTok and look up tree.
Tree octopus.
Wait, it's what is it on TikTok? They call it not tree octopus. They call it the pine squid. The pine squid.
Squid.
And look up the pine squid. It's hilarious.
I remember earlier this year there was a guy that was going around with the story of like it was something like an amoeba kind of a thing that was going from branch to branch in the trees.
Yes.
And it had like the predator cloak kind of a thing.
Yeah.
On it. Yeah. Is that the same thing? Okay.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah. You're a squid. You're a squid. What else? Does anybody else want to keep talking Bigfoot, or you want me to go into some weird facts? Because there was one fact. I did look through this whole book for anything for Bigfoot, actually, Bigfoot or Sasquatch. But the only thing it really had on here was about, what is my dog doing? Oh, she's in my garbage. Dang it.
Oh.
I threw something in there she wants. Humans are the only primates with permanent breasts.
Permanent breasts.
Get out of here. Get out. Go on. Get out. Get out. Now I got garbage all over. So that is something that we've talked about with Patty, because, you know, Patty has breasts. But why does Patty have breasts with hair? All the other primates' nipples do not have hair like that. I know some will argue they've seen some primates with hair on their nipples, but for the most part, you know, they don't have that layer of hair that we see Patty with. Here's a fact: the popular music business is
Hope Tate has a good night. We lost him. He had to go.
Yeah.
But,
did he have to go? Is that what he said?
It's in the private chat. He said, "I gotta split." So.
He's probably all He's probably all pruned up from being in the hot tub. His fingers or other things are going to fall off.
They're getting all mushroomy. Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, geez. I knew somebody would say that. It's okay. Yeah. I must confess some chuckles with Brent working Melba K. Yes. He almost got Melba Ketchum to investigate the tree octopus. Pretty close. She's already trying to get DNA from unicorns and what's all the stuff she's trying to get, guys? Dogman, unicorns, and I don't know, whatever. Mermaids. Yeah, mermaids. Sad. Very sad. I haven't heard anything of the study, though. Has anybody heard any updates in regards to that? Or is everybody just giving her money? Just for shits and giggles, I guess. Hot tub octopus. He's a hot tub octopus. So, all right. And what was the other one? I had marked 2, but I don't remember what the other one was. Oh, okay. There was this one. So this is kind of a weird thing that came to me. People with a rare genetic disorder known as immigration delay disease have no fingerprints. Immigration delay disease have no
Immigration
fingerprints.
delay disease? I've never heard of
That's
that.
what it
I
says.
have heard of people that have nearly
Mm,
like almost zero thing, but I've never
yeah.
heard that. That was what it was called. That's kind of specific. I'm curious
Oh,
about that. But
rare genetic disorder.
yeah,
So,
I know there have been over the centuries, people that have just basically slick fingers, slick hands,
yeah. Yeah.
which genetically, as far as being, we have ridges on our fingers and our hand, your whole
Right.
hand print, so you can grip things easier. Genetically, I would think smooth skin on the front of your hands, the controlling surfaces wouldn't be as valuable. So I wouldn't think it would come around to be prominent, especially to name it such an odd name, but
Right.
yeah, it is a thing.
I should have looked that one up more, but my thought was, what if Bigfoot don't have fingerprints? What if we're assuming they have fingerprints? And what we're really finding with the prints is just regular people.
Could be.
We don't know, right? It
I
is
mean,
a little percentage of a possibility there
you
that they
certainly,
don't
if
have
you
prints.
don't have any fingerprints, you could certainly get away with like stealing things a little
Mhm.
easier. They're not going to track it back to
Right.
you. But with DNA, that you're not going to run away from. So
Yeah, for
that
sure.
would be
For
the
sure.
catch there.
What are you talking about your hair? My mom wants me to cut it because it's below my shoulder blades. I'm regressing to my hippiedom. Your long hair. I don't know. I don't get. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. Charles Darwin only grew his famous beard in the mid-50s to relieve his eczema. There's
Relieve or
something.
hide.
Yeah, probably. Well, I know a lot of guys do that when they have the pitted, acne
Yeah.
scars and stuff like that. But there's also where if you shave, the guys who shave close and then get the irritation and stuff, because
Yeah. The
now more and
shaving money.
more military men can get the, what do you call it? Is it dispensation?
Well, you basically get a waiver. It's a
The waiver.
pseudofolliculitis barbae, where if you have
That thing.
naturally curly hair, your hair
Yeah.
grows out, but then it curls back around and grows back into
Yeah.
your skin. Certain ethnicities are more prone to that than others, and you can certainly get where basically it starts getting infected because you've got
Yeah.
pieces of your own hair that are injecting
Curling up.
themselves back into your own skin. So usually it gets infected because that's how it works. And you get these skin bumps. And now you can't shave because you've got these weird things because you're going to be slicing it
Yeah.
off anytime you try to use a regular razor.
Oof.
So you get a shaving waiver when you're in the military, which I've certainly during my time in the military knew people that had full grown, well manicured beards. It's like, that's kind of outside what you're supposed to be doing with that.
Yeah.
The whole reason behind it. But they cracked down on that eventually. But yeah, that is a thing. So.
Yeah, it seems like there was a time there where you saw a lot of men with it, and then it kind of declined. Yeah, so they were probably a lot trying to get away with it, not having to shave every day. Because my husband,
it's a hassle shave.
he gets a 5 o'clock shadow at like 11 in the morning.
Yeah,
So,
I'm the same way. I use an electric razor, and to be honest, if I use, I tried using it while I was actually in the military for a time, and honestly, I would almost have to use it twice a day. Like when I first wake up,
Yeah.
and I'm good
Yeah.
until like 5 in the afternoon. It's like if this is going to be a late day, I'm going to look a little shaggy because it's using an electric razor is nowhere near as good as an actual blade. You have to use a razor.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. God, it looks like it hurts too. I'm sorry we're going off on this tangent, but I miss my husband now. So now I'm remembering him doing shaving, and it seemed like he was so hard pushing, trying to get that close shave in the morning to go to work. And now I never shave. I think it's quite popular now for most men have beards and mustaches. It's very popular.
It's the last couple of years it's been popular to at least have like the close groomed shave has been popular where you have to buy the special razor thing where it's got a little guard on it and trim it up to only a certain length, which has been popular nowadays. And in a couple of years that'll be gone. It'll be clean shaven or the full, Duck Dynasty beard.
I've always loved that.
That kind of
I've always loved the trim. It's down here that I like it when he shaves down here because that looks it's so scratchy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's where because I have like unnaturally curly hair. Because if it gets longer than this, it starts getting I have wavy hair. It just kind of does. That's why I never let my hair grow longer than this. But I have this band right around the very base of my neck that does exactly that. If I let it grow out like a day, you can see where it's pointing in different directions than like the rest of my beard.
Yeah. I think my head is as hairy as it's ever been. Oh, you need a haircut? Hey, Enzo, loved it when you made your chair zoom in and out.
Chair zoom
She's talking about your OBS when you zoom in and out. You know what, Patty? I can do it now too. But I can't do it as fast as him because I hide mine because I have so much other stuff on. Oops, I made myself disappear.
Just vanished. Yeah.
Me too.
Whoa. There you go.
Whoa.
See? Oh yeah, you can certainly manually do it and go really crazy. It's like whoa. But
or you can make yourself really, really tiny.
Yep. See, I can be up here in this room right back here.
I don't remember where I had me now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm up here in my house. Back. Hey, get the hell off of my lawn.
That's hilarious.
You.
That's funny.
You're making footprints all over my front lawn. Get out of here.
That is funny.
Then it's all awkward where you're trying to like put it back correctly and it doesn't look right.
Put yourself where you need to.
Okay. But my normal, when I turn my camera off through OBS, it just dips down like that where nobody can see what I'm doing. This is like when I cough or pick my nose or something like that, and then I can just pop it back on. Hi.
He's so crazy. Enzo's the one who taught me how to do all that.
That's right. I am the cause of all of that.
He is the cause of having my backgrounds match.
And it looks great.
Match the thing. It took a long time to get the colors right, believe it or not. The colors didn't quite match.
Yep.
But I got it. It's close. But we can always oh wait.
Oh.
What did I just do? Hold on. I don't know. I can't see because my beer's in the way.
Your beer. Oh.
Why is it doing that? Oh, it did a restart on me.
Oh boy.
It'll go away.
Oh,
I like
got
the space one.
little aurora. You got a nebula running through your one ear and out the other.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm gonna wait this way. You have to line it up just right.
Yeah.
Um,
So I can just switch to a whole different scene.
yeah. A beer. What time is it? Oh, we're almost done. Hey, we made it, folks. We're almost done. We can even be the bar scene. Oh, but I gotta get rid of the space one.
There you go.
Now we have the same background. I don't think anybody's impressed. Not very much. Let's see if anybody's on the space station. Oh, nope. Wrong one. What happened? There he is. Ooh, it's moving weird.
Weird stuff in space. Got a little radar dash spinning back there. Yeah.
You never know. Right now, we could see an alien a spaceship go
Could
by.
see a ship just pull up to the ISS right now.
Yep, it's a possibility. Hey, they're popping up everywhere now. Pretty soon they're going to be lined up to come in. They're going to have a hard time with immigration, but they're going to be lined up.
Actual illegal aliens, yes. They're not even from this planet.
They're going to want to ship them
There's been
out.
a thing that, of course, the channels that I frequent and look at on YouTube, God, my timeline has been so buried with, I guess, back in like the early 2000s, somebody built like some kind of weird AI thing to predict the future and made a bunch of money on the stock market. And they talked about UFOs. And the gist of it was like 28 days after, basically, the gist of it all is so many days after Joe Rogan interviewed Donald Trump on his show.
Right.
There was going to be these UFOs that get into a battle with U.S. forces, and the U.S. forces lose, and there's going to be wreckage everywhere, and UFOs going crazy, shooting stuff, and all this stuff, which is supposed to happen on December, I think it's 3rd or 5th or something, like this coming week. So everybody's like, "Whoa, this guy predicted the end of the world because aliens." Yeah, relax. Those end of the world things never come true. I don't know why anybody listens to them, but it's like,
I think we have like 5 or 6 a year that people put out saying, this is supposed to be according to this Aztec whatever something, we're supposed to come to the end of the calendar and this is the last day. And
according to this ancient rocket we found out in the desert, we're all going to die anytime, and it just happens to be next week.
What about when we turned over from 2000, when the millennium?
Oh yeah, well, to be fair,
1999.
The Y2K bug, was a thing, and I actually know people that were affected by it, and they were the one people that should have listened to it. It was they were people that it was their job on the base to they did background checks on people, and were so insistent that nobody look at their stuff because, to be fair, they've got a pretty expansive background check on everybody in the military and everybody that's a civilian that works for DoD. All of these things. It was basically their job to do background checks on people before they would take any kind of job with any kind of security clearance at any level and all that. So I get you don't want any old knothead coming in and doing upgrades to your computer. But they were so paranoid about it that when Y2K happened, 99% of the world was fine, except for their office. All of their computers locked up because they wouldn't allow anybody in to look at their stuff to make sure it was all compliant and would work. So congratulations, you're starting over from zero.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Well, y'all, thank you for coming and joining with me and my guests tonight. We had a good time, just talking shop and hanging out. Really, just hanging out. I think Steve's having a show tonight. I'm pretty sure I saw something for him. So you guys can head on over to Sasquatch TV after this. Next 10 minutes or so, he'll be on. So please be sure to do all your little sharing about. Let people know I'm still around. I'm doing my best. Thank you, Enzo, for coming and hanging out with me today.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Appreciate it. I do appreciate it. And everybody, have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving. If I can hit that stream.